Hey everyone, I want to talk a little bit about gray man. Gray man, what is gray man? Gray man is a man or woman who want to or need to kind of blend in with everybody else so they're not noticeable. Kind of like incognito type of stuff, but just blending in with everybody else so you're not sticking out like a sore thumb. Especially in the survival stuff that's going on, if stuff hits the fan, that you're not sticking out. You don't want to be bragging about what you have. And that kind of stuff could be happening, soon, or in the near future, or in the future. And it's good to know what we can do, should do, shouldn't do to be a gray man or woman. And some of my thoughts include there might be a time where we're going to have to kind of ditch the internet, or the internet might go down for whatever reason, but might have to ditch smartphone, just have a flip phone that can connect to the internet if need be. Ditch all these social apps like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, WhatsApp, TikTok, Telegram, let's see, Twitter, all these things. If you belong to any of these, and even ditching email and going to something a little more secure, like Proton Mail. Getting a little more secure in who we are, what we are, where we are, being gray, blending in, down to what we wear, blending into the crowd in what we wear, Don't wear bright colors and expensive shoes and expensive jewelry and watches and things like that. We want to make sure that we're really nothing to be noticed about, nothing stands out. Even according to this article, this person's book or whatever it is, even the scent, even the perfume or cologne that one wears, because it's a lasting effect. Somebody could recognize it. Oh yeah, they're wearing this kind of scent. But you want to play down everything. You want to blend in as best as possible in the urban setting, suburbs, cities, not so much the farms, but we're talking suburbs and cities where there's a lot of population, and keeping down, if stuff hits the fan and you've got stuff, where are you going to cook it? Because people are going to smell that. They're going to smell those hamburgers on the grill or whatever, So that is something to think about too. What are you going to cook? What are you going to, how are you going to make it to lessen the smell? Because you're going to draw attention to yourself. These is all these things should be considered. But being the gray man, if you want to read that, that's online. Premeditatedsurvival.com. But yeah, There's going to be a time when we're not going to be able to communicate with each other online, whether it be because of an EMP or because of the government doing regulations. We're already being spied on. You realize this. All the, a lot of the social media, even stuff like Truth Social and MeWe and stuff like that, pretty sure they got trolls out, government trolls looking at stuff and reading what people are saying and stuff. Pretty sure that they do that. And that would go across all the social media platforms. But there'll be a time when, there could be a time, I'm not saying it will happen, but it could very well happen, that there'll be tougher regulations on the internet. They'll go the way of China, some of these countries, Iran, North Korea, putting limits on the internet. You think you're getting information, but you're really not. You're getting, the information that the government wants to give you. It'll be worse, much worse than the mainstream media that the government controls. But anyways, going gray, man, in those times, if it does happen, be learned about it, be aware of it, have some plans to deal with going gray, man, to the point of getting it just a flip phone, pay your bills on time, let's see, get all your debts paid. You don't want people knocking on your door knowing what your business is because you didn't pay a bill or whatever. You want to cross your T's, dot your I's, do what you're supposed to be doing regarding that, not sticking out like a sore thumb, and not being very vocal. Any kind of protests are not going to be, if you're going gray, you can't go to like a place like, the J6 stuff. Can't go to rallies and stuff like that. Everything would be, definitely underground. I don't know if, the younger people, realize how much underground stuff there used to be back in the 60s, the underground, But that's how communication would have to be. Hearing about, stuff through the grapevine, not on the internet. That's how you want to put it. But it's something to think about. Read all the information about going gray that you can, so you're learned in that, because our voices, there might be a time where we might not be able to communicate and have our voices known. Right now, we are lucky. We are at the point right now that we still have the internet. We still have that freedom to speak to one another, to have the apps on our phone, to get across messages to each other, to go to rallies, all that kind of stuff. We still have that freedom. But there's sneaky little bills being introduced into the legislature that are, slowly whittling away at our First Amendment and stuff. So, we don't know how long we have our freedom. And with the CBDC coming and the ESG, yeah, gray man cometh. So learn about it. Learn what you can do and what you can't do, what you shouldn't do. Get your name off the internet, get your, stuff off, because They'll have you pegged. They'll have you on a list, the naughty or nice list. Gray man cometh.